Hi, welcome to this new video tutorial on non-compartmental analysis. Again, we'll be using a non-replicated crossover study data, and we'll make the data ready for B analysis. I know I'm not highlighting how to perform a bioequivalence in PumasCP, but I'll just stop this video at how our dataset should be ready before we move into bioequivalence analysis. So over here, I have a dataset. I have both IV and oral PK data. I have plasma concentrations measured, and I have my amount, time, infusion duration, all those. I'll just use this data. This is ready for analysis. But one thing that you need to note is the sequence column. So sequence column is mentioned as sequence 1 and sequence 2, but like in the previous videos I've mentioned, the sequence column needs to have the information of which is reference and which is test. So we just need to make that change before we go forward. Let's do that by clicking on transform and choose our sequence column over here. So I'll just make some changes. Say if sequence is equal to 1, then the value should be reference time, reference and test, else else the value should be test and reference. So this is, I just replace the sequence column as it is. So now you see my sequence column is ready and my period and all the others are good to go. So this is a non-replicated crossover study, and we have two sequences and two periods in this. So click on run a new task. As I said, I'll just perform the NCA and stop the video, and bioequivalence is discussed in further videos. You can check those later. So here I will just say NCA, that is used, the results which are used for bioequivalence analysis. Click on next and choose my IV and oral PK data. Click on next. So before you move forward, you need to ensure all your variables are mapped. So I see that ID, time, concentrations are automatically mapped, even my amount and route. So you can group them by sequence and period initially before you move into bioequivalence analysis. So when you're doing a combined workflow, this would be important because you need these um, columns also to be taken forward for bioequivalence dataset preparation, right? Uh, you would need this there as well, because the design is understood by looking at these columns. So PumasCP automatically recognizes designs you have seen in previous videos. So these two are important. Let's move forward. Let's look at some summary plots. Okay, this good. We click on step 7, and this is my parameter summary table. So I have um, parameter summarized based on sequence and period, and to show you how our dataset looks like before going into bioequivalence analysis is this. So I have my ID, sequence, period, ID, sequence, and period for each of the subject and each of the period and sequence, and I have my parameters over here. I can filter these parameters whichever I need before going into the analysis. By clicking on transformed result over here, I can edit these. Just select columns which you need, which you want to go forward. So I don't need all the columns, right? I don't need to test all the um, parameters. I can just choose these which are important. So like this you can do, and click on done, and download this transformed result as well. So you can download this and re-upload it to PumasCP here by clicking on this, and that dataset will be uploaded over here, which you can use it for bioequivalence analysis. And how to perform bioequivalence you can watch in the other videos, and because that is discussed elsewhere, we more statistical explanation is required. So you would need to understand which type of method is used, what is the how to choose between agency submissions, how to choose if this is a narrow therapeutic index drug or not. So all those information needs to be explained. So this video is just restricted to dataset preparation that can be taken forward for bioequivalence analysis. I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, please reach out to support@pumas.ai. You can send screenshots or any errors that you face. You can type in there. We'll help you resolve those in a day. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.